Hello, welcome. How we doing? Now, I've switched to the 9070 XT. Have you ever wanted to see 8K on it? Because today's the day. It's going to be absolutely brutal, but I thought why not check it out anyway. You can play through Last of Us 2 a little bit more. See if we can try and get the game finished off. Game goes on, hello. Why you say you don't want to see spoilers? Fair enough. If you've never played this game before. I thought you'd completed it before. Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks for dropping by though. I mean, I'm about to load it, so. If you're gonna leave, I mean, I won't be playing anything probably for the next couple of minutes, but anything's like significant. If I can actually load into the game, which it's not looking good, is it? Right now, 5 FPS. Once I load in, I'll have a look at the setting. Do let me know what the game. For some reason, my game, when I was looking back over the streams the last couple of days, the game is insanely quiet, and I don't know why. Because no settings have changed for me at all. So it seems like all my audio levels are completely messed up. So not quite sure why, because I haven't changed anything. But let me know if it's too loud or too quiet, and I'll try and change it. Lauren, hello, and yo.
Kind of hard to imagine you being afraid of anything.
Oof, this is not looking good, is it? Oh dear. Look at this.
Like,
wait, let's I'm trying to get into the menu, but I can't. Do make sure to drop a like on the stream as well as you're coming in, see if we can try and hit 100 likes. I will obviously, if this is absolutely horrendous, which obviously we would expect it to not be that great, purely out of curiosity, we will obviously drop the settings a little bit. Should be able to get it to work, you know, with some FSR. We have FSR 4 at least. So even if we have to drop to like performance or something, we should still be able to render at like 4K, because this game could obviously run, this GPU could run this game at 4K. So definitely it'll be possible with some settings. But you could see here, I am at 8K, 768 by 4320. I couldn't get it. I am actually using the, what do AMD call it? Virtual super resolution, because I couldn't get this GPU to work with my 8K monitor for some reason. It was causing me loads of issues. I didn't really have too much time to troubleshoot it, so I'm using virtual super resolution as like a quick fix, so we can at least just test it. But you can see there I am at 8K, so 768 by 4320. We'll do native at first, so no upscaling or anything. I'll play with obviously the graphics fully maxed, and then we'll have to just drop stuff as it goes. I can't even pretty much navigate the menu here. I mean, as you can see, I'm getting 4 FPS in the menu, which that is definitely not good. I somehow get less FPS in the menu than I do in the game. How does that work? But you can see all the graphics are maxed. If I can get out of the menu, we will briefly walk around, but this is falling apart immediately. So
be too freaked out about
yeah, looks like 8 FPS, which is obviously absolutely brutal. Mainly just out of curiosity, really, to have a look at this. I do not recommend to do this. Obviously, it seems like it's just completely, you know, it's just too much for the GPU, because I've got like just under 200 watts on the GPU, like 160 to 198, so it's just overwhelming it, basically, which we have seen this before. In when I tried to do stuff like this on a 4080 Super, I don't know if you remember, but it did the same thing. Because look at my usage here, between 84% and 100%, and VRAM's only at 13, which obviously we know at 8K we were using like 25 gigs. So actually kind of somewhat impressive that this doesn't crash though, touch wood. You know, it is at an average of 8 FPS there. You know, we can get out of the menu. Alright, dipping down to 5 FPS. Is that going to be the lowest It's tough. But I'll tell you one thing I do like to see, 7% usage on my CPU. That's a lot, much better than the last couple of days where I was hitting 90%. So we like to see that. But yeah, let's not stay on this for too long because it's probably absolutely horrendous to watch. Frame generation, I can try, but that's going to do absolutely nothing for us here probably. Or like, not very much. And also the latency will probably be absolutely horrendous. Let me see if I can actually even switch it on. Yeah, so actually, sorry, I just want to go back into the game a sec because that's a good point. Look at my system RAM. Do just want to quickly have a look at that because in the menu here, look, 32. I do have 64 gigs, yeah. Right, frame generation. I'm trying to take a look, but the game is actually not responding right now. Oh no. It's because I've got 2 FPS, so it's actually not registering anything.
Ooh, good girl.
Yeah, I just wanted to take a look here, but you can see, look, 32 gigs. So 32 gigs of system RAM, so we absolutely don't have enough VRAM, as you would expect.
Been quiet out here?
So it's, I guess, spilling into that. Because like I say, when we saw this on the 5090, it was using about 25, 26 gigs of VRAM, so good job that I do have 64 gigs of RAM. But yeah, frame generation, I can't imagine, if I can enable it, I don't imagine it's... Really, we need FSR, so like actual upscaling. Frame generation just by itself is not... Even if you can switch it on here, it's going to make it even more unplayable because of the latency. But this is even the question of whether I can actually even switch it on. That's not looking good, is it? There we go. Can I apply it though? F. Something's happening. Yes. Yes. Oh god, no. Look at that frame time. That's not looking good straight away. We need like anti-lag. We need anti-lag 5. Yeah, see that's not doing absolutely anything for us really. It's just made it worse. Like look at this, look at that frame time with frame generation on. It's actually, you know, it's made it even more unplayable. So you need FSR really, which we do have. I have FSR 4 enabled, so we'll have to go with that. But yeah, look at that frame time. That is the most horrendous thing I've ever seen. So we actually get less FPS with frame generation. Getting 4 now. We had 8. 8 before, didn't we? What's even the point of testing 8K when it won't produce playable frame rate? It will. We can use FSR 4, which I'm gonna switch into now, where you can get playable frame rates. Warzone. I haven't looked at Warzone yet. I need to get frame generation off just because it's going to add like way too much latency really. So you can see I've got FSR 4. It would be good as well to see 8K native with settings set to very low, but the thing is it's such a pain to try and change the settings in the menu when FPS is like that. Like it takes forever. But I'll switch it to FSR 4 performance here, which probably is rendering... Quality would be about 5K, wouldn't it? Balance probably... So this is probably maybe somewhere between... Maybe just over 1440p. See, I can barely even enable this. Is 16 gig VRAM not enough for 8K? No. Realistically, you need 32. When I had a look at this on the 5090, we're using about 25, 26 gigs of VRAM, so... Yeah, 16 is definitely not enough. So I've switched FSR performance on here. Doesn't look like that's applied. Okay, that has applied now. Has it though? I think I'm going to exit out because I feel like it's just completely... It's not surviving. We might have to go ultra performance. We will make it work. Okay, that looks a bit better. Let's load back in. It's only using 30.8 gig. Yeah, but did you see my system RAM? It's just a bug basically. It's essentially just overloading the GPU. So if you noticed, I'm using 32 gigs of system RAM. It's spilling into like system RAM. So
like I could never do the surgery.
Okay. I mean, the FPS is higher, but as soon as I move,
You think I don't feel the same way?
it does not deal with it well, does it?
For what it's worth, my dad
So if I
always
don't
said you were his best
move,
student.
almost get 20 FPS. But as soon as I move... Oh, okay. No, it seems to just lag it. Look, it drops down to 7. It just cannot handle it at all. Damn. This might not be right. This might be a short stream. How can we get this working? Ultra performance. Boom. Frame generation. What's the most we can get? Gonna have to put that on. Drop the graphics settings. Oh, the latency is crazy bad though. Holy. This is why you don't want frame generation on. The latency is so bad. Yeah, that's why you absolutely don't want frame generation on. Bit better though than obviously native, but just look at this frame time up and down.
About time you two caught up.
Yeah, we absolutely cannot play with frame generation on. Yeah, it is. It's just overloading, I think. Yeah, we might maybe have to drop it to... Just want to see if we can make it somewhat playable. So frame generation is definitely not gonna work, like at all. It just makes it even worse. Let's just drop graphics settings too. Get these down a little bit. It's also breaking my UI again as well, going to 8K. I've put it to medium, but yeah, we might have to go to very low. We'll see what it's like at medium. See how much of an improvement. It might also maybe need a game restart as well, just after the fact that that might fix the RAM situation. Okay, that looks better.
It's kind of hard to imagine you being afraid of
It seems to have a massive issue though. As soon as I actually play.
Like I could never do this.
So like when I'm stationary, it's
Be too freaked out about fucking it up.
It's okay, and then it seems to just completely bug it out. Let's go as low as we possibly can.
You think I don't feel the same way? Oh,
There we go, 30.
my dad always said
Take
you were his
that.
best student. He did? Well,
The lows are terrible, but
come on.
I wonder if a restart the game with everything set to low, that might fix it. That might fix our VRAM RAM situation.
Alice.
This is definitely much better.
About time you two caught up.
Well, I say,
Pretty quiet
oh,
out here?
yeah. See, it seems to really struggle just with really specific things that I do.
Oh,
As soon as that ADS,
almost
look,
a fob.
it doesn't like ADSing.
When we get back home, I'm gonna find a couch, watch a movie.
Be interesting to see what this is like on an XTX 7900 XTX, because obviously with that extra VRAM, I'm gonna restart the game, just full restart, because I think that might help. That might help a little bit with the settings changed. Yeah, no, I thought we'd at least maybe at ultra performance or something be able to play with, you know, maybe 30 or 40 consistently. But that doesn't look like likely, does it? We might have to drop to 4K. But we've seen it at least. Check it out like this. What else could I enable? There's not really much else we could do, is there? I mean, frame generation's the only thing that might maybe help, but there's way too much latency with that. Knight Rider, yo! This isn't playable. What, like 30? I mean, 30 compared to 7 is playable. Is what I meant. I meant comparatively to having 7 FPS, obviously 30 is way more playable. I'd much rather have 30 than 7. I could actually, you know, move around and shoot and stuff fairly okay with 30 compared to 7. Do I have videos on the 6950 XT? Yeah, I had that. Don't have that GPU anymore. I had that years ago when it came out. Okay, so this, from the menu at least, that looks better, doesn't it? I think it might, with a bit of luck. I think it's just because it was probably compiled shaders to the settings that I had. So maybe the rebooting the game, fingers crossed, that looks better in the menu, doesn't it? Still doesn't have... Yeah, look, here we go, here we go. That looks better. There it is. So we could probably...
Like, I could never do the surgery.
We could probably increase the graphics settings a little bit. Realistically, that's what I was thinking, maybe medium. What do we get with that? Yeah, there we go. Seems to fix... I mean, we are still using a hell of a lot of RAM, 25, but it looks like we're actually utilizing VRAM much better here, 15.2.
He always said he was an idiot. Come on.
So, it is doable. There is a way in which you can make it work.
About time you two caught up.
Even if I ADS here,
Quiet out here.
that seems like it's okay.
I don't like it.
Seeing, you know, average of 50. Could play, do this for a little bit.
When we get back home, I'm gonna find a couch.
Definitely some bits though, like there, where you're seeing at the frame time, does stutter quite a bit.
Oh yeah? Which drink? Which movie?
Strong questions. Movie's the one with... ¿Cómo se llama? The girl who rides the wolf.
30 with wild swings isn't playable. I think Wolfric, I don't think you're actually listening to what I'm saying. It doesn't sound like you are. I'm saying compared to 7 FPS.
I'll save some for you.
Is what you're saying is 30 FPS isn't playable compared to 7?
Pregnant.
I don't think you're listening to what I'm saying. Maz, hello. Saying 30 FPS is playable compared to 7. I don't really think anyone would say that wasn't true, because it isn't.
Down this way.
30 FPS is going to be much more playable than 7. I don't think there's a single person on the planet that would disagree with that.
I don't like this.
I know. Keep your eyes open. Anywhere over that wall? Shh. Quiet. Here comes more of them.
So there's some quite big stutters here as well. 0.1% low of 8. That's kind of rough. Saying 30 FPS with swings down to 15 and back up isn't playable. Yeah, but I don't think anyone was saying it was, were they? Who said it was playable? Is that a zombie? Maybe I'm misunderstanding. Well, I'm confused though, because no one said it was playable, so I'm not sure why you're saying it isn't playable. Yeah, I know. We know it's not. We know it's not playable. I'm not sure why you would say that, because we know. You claimed it was. See, yeah, but you're not listening. I said it was playable compared to 7. Do you understand? The average, having an average of 7 FPS at native 8K, 30 FPS is much more playable compared to having an average of 7. So if you have an average of 30, it feels much better to play than if you have an average of 7. I'm not sure what's confusing about that. You're talking about lows. Yeah, I mean, no one said anything about lows. I'm talking about just average FPS. It's going to be nicer to play if you have a 30 average compared to a 7 average, regardless of the lows. Both scenarios aren't great, but I'd still rather have an average of 30. I think we're going to have to just go gun-ho here. No, this isn't native right now. I'm at ultra performance with the graphics set to medium. Oh.
Abby, look out!
Damn. Why am I even getting shot? Is everything set to low? No, everything's set to medium ultra performance though. FSL for ultra performance. Renders at 1440p? Yeah, I think it's around there, isn't it? It'll be either 1440p or it'll be like close to it. It's normally with the upscaling, often it's never exact. It's like from 8K at least, because when you have it set to quality, it renders at like 5K-ish. It's like round about there. Who's seeing me? Oh. Any ammo anywhere? Well, I did an experiment. I checked out the 5070 Ti yesterday. I'm like fully out of ammo. Oh no, I'm not. Definitely a little bit laggy when I ADS. What's the argument? No, there's not an argument. I think maybe just misunderstood what I said, or what I meant at least. Last bullet.
Keep pushing forward!
Is there more enemies? So I'm completely out.
Holy shit.
That was lucky. Last bullet.
I don't see any more.
On me. Let's go.
It's the cheapest and most reliable 4K card for 60. It depends what graphics settings you're using, I guess. And by reliable, what do you mean? Like, can do every game at 4K 60? At, like, native, or... And, like, what graphics settings? Because, to be honest, I don't really think there's any... I think the only GPU... I mean, I don't actually think there is a GPU, realistically, that you could do 4K above 60 if you were to max everything out in every game. Even the 5090 wouldn't be able to do that. You'd get some games like Cyberpunk, if you're trying to do 4K native like that, everything max, that won't even do 60.
Come on, girl.
So sitting at somewhat around 53, it's just these lows though. Much worse than when we were at 4K. Much more stuttery. You know, seeing it here dip down a lot. Especially like when I ADS and stuff, it seems to make it stutter loads. The issue is I've got no sort of silenced weapons, really. Native at around very high. Is this including ray tracing? If it's including ray tracing, there's nothing from AMD really that would do that at 60 at 4K. Not without frame generation or FSR or something. Without, I mean...
Whoa!
Without, like, probably the XTX, really. There's not anything... It's the VRAM sort of becomes a thing. Maybe not so much at 4K without ray tracing. 16 is probably about enough. You won't really see most... You won't see many games above that at 4K unless you use ray tracing. Where am I getting shot from? This is just not looking good, is it? How am I getting shot through the cover? Dude, this is crazy. $16 gig is an 8K card. No, I mean even 24 gig is not really enough for 8K, as we've seen. As we've seen running on the 5090, it can use 25, 26 gigs at 8K. Need to try and grab some ammo or something.
Fall back!
This is not good. He's not dropped any ammo. This is really not good. And I can't craft anything. I'm dead here. The AI just don't miss, like, with their shots at all.
Get inside!
I'm dead. There's so many! What the hell? When did that get so difficult? That got insanely difficult. Like, there's... Maybe I shouldn't run inside and stay here. There's so many. If I had a pipe... It doesn't like when I go into this menu either. Seems to be very specific things in the game that it just doesn't like.
Surround them!
And all of a sudden the AI just sort of stopped shooting last time, didn't they? Alright, we're out of ammo on that. I'm getting shot from the roof.
There are guys!
And another vehicle. They're helping us. Dude, I feel like maybe it bugged out last time because this didn't happen. I think it was bugged.
Let's go before more of those freaks show up.
Because we were just like hanging around.
I love you guys. I'm gonna name all my children after you.
Ready? Glad you guys are around.
It must have been bugged.
Heard all the shooting.
Oh no. Okay. I think that's... I'm not sure what happened. I just lost... Okay. Are we back? What the hell? Okay. It's just... Everything just fully went. That's not good. Are we live? I just have to refresh. It just fully... I don't know if that was a YouTube thing, maybe. Everything just went. I'm not sure. I've never lost audio like that. That's weird. Let's fingers crossed. I always get obviously weird stuff happening when I try and play 8K, but weirdly it wasn't actually. I don't like my gaming PC seems fine. Is 8K breaking everything? No, it seems fine. It seems like some sort of just my whole YouTube studio just crashed basically. First my audio disappeared. And then, yeah, I don't know, maybe if it's a YouTube thing. Let me just have a quick look. Let's see, let's play through a little bit. Fingers crossed. It has dropped my FPS though. Why am I getting 30 all of a sudden?
Fuck, man, you okay?
I'll survive this.
Got you. Hey, let me see your hand.
We're in.
Might have to reboot the game again because it looks a bit bugged out at 30 again.
I know, we're almost there.
Open the gates. Let him through.
YouTube app just crashed on you. Yeah, maybe. 'Cause I don't think it was anything from my side. Like nothing. Everything was still running. It's just my like YouTube backend, the studio, completely just closed for me.
Hey, we got 2. Hey, he's got a gunshot wound to the hand. Hey. You did all right back there. It was almost a compliment.
Go get help.
Stay, Alice.
Come on, it's this way. Sit. That was a lot of blood, right?
She shouldn't be out.
She'll be okay.
Just 8K. It's 8K at the moment. FSR Ultra Performance. We've got it on at the moment. No, I don't have frame generation purely because it's just it doesn't work basically at this. It just adds loads of latency and doesn't really help. So we got it set to Ultra Performance, so it's rendering at about 1440p, I think, upscaling to 8K, and then we've also got graphics set to medium. I think we left it on, didn't we? So settings pretty aggressively turned down.
Thanks again, guys.
I'm thinking maybe I need to, because we were getting about 50, but since everything crashed, since my stream crashed, I seem to be getting 30 again now. Should we give it another quick reboot? It seems to almost cause some massive memory leak issue that we saw earlier on. And only a quick, we'll quickly reboot it. Do I use a capture card? Yeah. Elgato capture card, yeah. Give me 2 seconds, I'm just going to reboot the game because I hope that will... I think it almost seems like every 20 minutes or so it might need a reboot. Maybe we do drop the settings down to low. Let's see at least. Maybe it's that area that's dropped my FPS, but it seems odd it happened. Have I got anything? Have I got something else running on my PC? I don't think so. Let's see, it might just be that area. Imagine a 9070 and a 5090. What do you mean? Well, we tested the 5090 at 8K. 8K native, it was doing about 40 FPS, wasn't it? This natively was doing about, what was it? The best we had was about 7 or 8. But there's massive VRAM issues on this, obviously, if you're trying to do that. It uses about 24, 25 gig at most at 8K, so there's obviously not enough on here, which actually really causes a bigger problem.
Thanks again, guys.
So yeah, look, FPS is back up now to 50. Almost seems like it's something... I remember having this issue actually a while ago with frame generation when that first released on NVIDIA GPUs. I don't know if anyone remembers, but you could play for like half an hour and all of a sudden something would happen. I think it's a VRAM thing, which maybe it's the same issue here. Some sort of memory issue. So remember it used to happen on my 4080 when you were going over the VRAM. You could play for like 20 minutes and then all of a sudden something would happen and it would then, it would like half your FPS and you'd have to reboot the game to like refresh it. It's almost like it's cached something and you have to restart the game to like, you know, refresh it or something. Seems interesting that we're getting a similar issue here and it's also a VRAM thing too.
Hey, you two.
What you got for us?
Do I stream on Twitch also? No.
Just says report to Isaac. Both of us? Yeah.
I do need to try I do want to try and do multi-stream, but I haven't really had the time to like set anything up.
Someone's going down.
I do have a Twitch channel, but I need to like work out how you multi-stream.
don't know any of these people. You?
Hey there, Abby. Hey,
Hey, amiga.
Abby. Come here a sec.
Yeah, the issue is using anything like frame generation lossless scaling here.
Yeah? Heard about your ambush.
The native FPS is so low.
Right around
There's like
here, near the warehouses.
you actually when we were testing it, we actually got less FPS with frame generation on. It doesn't work basically because the FPS is too low.
Okay, thanks. We'll look around.
Like they recommend a base of 60 FPS. We had, like I say, 7 or 8. There's like it just doesn't work.
Looks pretty bad, huh, Doc?
I've seen worse. Hold still.
Yeah.
Getting 60 in here though. We'll take that.
Could have been much worse, though.
Speak of the devil.
Hey, guys.
How you doing, Melon?
Just a few more stitches, and I'll be good as new.
You guys need to convince this girl to relax.
Hey, Mel. Relax. You got it.
Hey, I need some muscle, so can you two give me a hand with something?
Sure.
That's the woman from earlier
Stay
who
here. Relaxing.
Ellie chased, and she ran into the
Nora,
like spores.
you had a chance to relax?
I'm shipping out to the west.
But I guess this is fast. This is rewound in the story, isn't it?
How's Mel? Really?
Just this stuttering here though. It's quite bad.
I'm not worried.
Someone should get word to Owen. He'll want to be here for her.
Yeah. I need to show you guys something.
What is it?
Follow me.
Oh my god. Are these all ours?
Yeah. And more are coming in by the hour.
Instant replay and adrenaline. I don't think I have. I have all that switched off.
Nora.
Just not yet. Come here.
Who's in that body bag?
It doesn't like it when it zooms in and stuff in this game. That's why I have the same issue with
Holy shit.
ADS. When I ADS with a weapon, it seems to drop the FPS as well. And you saw that in the cutscene. When I zoom in,
Where's Owen?
it seems to drop it as well.
I don't know. A few days back, there were some SCAR sightings out by the marina. Danny and Owen were sent on a sweep. And this morning, the guards found Danny collapsed by the perimeter fence. He'd
Is
walked
it
himself
present?
out
No.
with a bullet in his stomach.
Pinches escars, hijos de puta.
I forget what
I
day
had
this
talk to him
rewound
until he
to.
passed, but as far as I can tell, there's no units going back that way.
So what about Owen?
But it's not the present because
Did you
that
ask guys
woman
about
there,
Yeah, I tried.
she had a
They told
fight
me
with
that-
Ellie.
that
Actually, I wouldn't
fucking
say
look,
too
and
much
then
in
he
case
told
you
me to
haven't
keep
played,
quiet
but
about it. Which means you can't say shit.
Owen's a big boy. I'm sure he's fine.
Where is Isaac? I'll be discreet.
Last I heard, he was in the apartments.
what up, Joy? OBS,
I'm gonna go
yeah.
check up on Mel. So let me know what you guys find out.
Yeah. Why the hell hasn't Isaac sent out a search party for Owen?
Maybe he has and just didn't tell Nora.
I fucking hope so.
See if we maybe switch graphics down a little bit more. Just try and stop some of this stuttering. Doesn't seem to change it too much.
We're looking for Isaac.
He's inside. Going in.
Nvidia's dead. In what sense?
Damn, look who it is.
I mean, it's the second most valuable company in the world, so I wouldn't say it's dead. Oh no, it's the third.
Whatever, big shot.
It's the third biggest company in the world, so I wouldn't say it was dead, but it's going to be hard for that thing to completely fall off the planet. It seems like it's stuttering even more in here.
I don't miss this place. Fuck. Always hated the smell.
After our morning, I wouldn't mind a few minutes with these guys.
I hear that.
Hey, Abby.
We need to go up.
Isaac's in there.
Oh. Do you know if he'll be long?
Said again when you two arrive. Come on.
Which monitor is this? I have a Dell 8K, but this I couldn't get this GPU working on that monitor. It just wouldn't work for some reason. It was giving me like a really weird image.
Sir.
So I'm using like virtual super resolution here. But I do have a Dell 8K. This monitor I'm on right now is a what is it? LG Ultra Gear 4K. But I've got it essentially because I'm using virtual super resolution. I can render at 8. So you can see I'm at 8K here, 7680 by 4320.
Don't let him fall asleep.
Yes, sir.
Let's go up.
Is this maxed out with FSR? I've got it set to FSR Ultra Performance. We've got graphics settings set to low right now. So no, it's not maxed out graphics wise.
I heard you two ran into some trouble.
No losses on our side. Just some minor injuries. Can't say the same for them.
Wish I was hearing more of that.
They're all about AI and won't die. Oh, what, NVIDIA? Yeah, I mean, even still at the moment though, NVIDIA still owns even like, what is it, like 60-70% of the gaming GPU market too. They still own like an overwhelming amount.
These small skirmishes. Can't keep going like this.
Which is probably losing market share in gaming, I would have thought, but it's such a huge portion of it. It'll take a while really for it to shift any different way, you know?
Or our side unravel.
It'll take like years and years and years. And even then, I mean, like you say, the AI stuff, they're not really going anywhere, I don't think, anywhere soon.
Sir, we'll try attacking their island.
Not like this.
As much as I don't really think any of the tech companies are.
There's a big storm a few days out. We're gonna use it to mask our approach.
Hang on, what's going on here? I think it is maybe my capture card's not working. Where's my OBS? Something don't like something. Because it's just frozen. Give me a sec. This is what I'm saying. I reset Windows the other day and I've had nothing but issues since. I should never have done it. But I did it because I had so much junk on my Windows, but it seems to have caused me more problems than it was worth. Give me a sec. I'm gonna try and reopen my OBS. Just give me 2 seconds. Capture PC is picking up. Yeah, maybe. I don't know though. Like I say, I've used this PC for ages, and it's been alright. But weirdly, I reset Windows on the weekend to try and clear it because it had so much crap on it. Ever since I've done that, it's just caused me, like, I wish I never did it because It's just caused me nothing but problems. I can't even... It doesn't pick up any GPUs that I connect to the PC. Like, the exact same GPUs. I had a 4060 in here before I wiped it. And I wiped it. Now it doesn't pick up the same GPU, and I've done nothing else. I've tried everything. DDE like 1,000,000 times. There's something on Windows, I think. Right. Let's fingers crossed it doesn't. If it, you might maybe have to just end the stream early if it keeps causing a problem, and I can maybe spend a bit of time trying to figure it out.
Start prepping.
I want Owen. When are he and Danny getting back?
Who talked, Nora?
But I wish Declan Rice. No, I mean he's had an Arsenal shirt on
Secrets
now.
Between the Salt Lake crew.
There's no way he can switch.
Is Owen okay?
As far as I know.
Then why didn't you send a search party after him?
He shot Danny.
Wasn't there some like crazy stat where it's like that's the first free kicks he's ever scored?
Bullshit.
Excuse me.
Like what? What the hell?
not
How
Owen.
does that even?
You got it wrong.
You're saying Danny used his last breath to
How
light
does
it?
that even happen? He's never scored a professional free kick like in a game,
That story. Owen's dead.
and yet he scores an absolute
Anyone who
worldie in like a Champions League Real Madrid
suggest
match.
you
How
all
does that
stop
even make
gossiping about
sense?
Let me go after him. I'll walk him back in. We'll get to the bottom.
No.
You said yourself the storm's a few
No.
days.
We've only got one shot at this. And this is bigger than any of us. Definitely bigger than Owen.
It's a Windows update. Yeah, but I had the same version of Windows before I wiped my PC though, and I never had any issues with
Turns out
that.
been fine.
I'm assuming wiping the PC has just done, it's wiped something else that maybe I didn't have or something. Because I had I've got the exact same update that I had before.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it.
Good.
And like I say, I played yesterday and it didn't crash once.
Plans, go through
Nothing
your roster.
nothing was an issue. And I've not touched it
Grab some
since.
food. We'll talk later.
It's weird, isn't it? 5-0 Madrid second leg. I mean, if you
No way.
if you score 2 goals at Madrid and they don't score a single goal, honestly, that's like, what the hell happened to Madrid? Like,
No. Abby, don't.
that's
I'll be back in the
horrendous.
morning. You just gotta cover me till then.
Isaac will kick your ass.
I know Arsenal are going to go there and park the bus anyway. They're not going to go there to score, are they?
Whatever
Surely
you need
not.
to me.
They'll just go there and try and hang. It'd be easier to hang on to 3-0, wouldn't it?
Find him.
I know
If you go there and try and score, you'll probably lose.
Stop it.
I think it might be the 8K resolution in this game. Well, no, because I'm playing the game on a different PC, so
What?
it won't be that crashing my other PC. They're on 2 separate things, 2 separate PCs.
All right. Why don't you come on over and enjoy this view with me then?
It's great. It's the best.
Oh. Come on. We made it all the way up here just so you could wimp out on the last 2 steps.
Yeah. Yes, deal was to get up here, so.
All right, here's what's going to happen. You're going to get your ass over here, sit on the edge, or you can go down here on the kid seat and look at this view with me.
Do make sure to drop a like on the stream if you haven't already.
We can't miss training.
Try and hit 100 likes if we can. I think we're 19 off
Really?
at the moment.
Not even just for one night.
No.
Talk about it.
Madrid always have a miracle comeback. Yeah, they do, don't they? What's the run, though? If Arsenal beat Madrid, who they play next? Is it PSG or Aston Villa? It is, isn't it? Is that the side? Which, to be fair, PSG look pretty good. And then if they potentially beat them, it's
Don't
either...
do not. It is too high.
Oh my god.
It'll be either one of the on the other side. Is that the
know,
draw? So it'll be Bayern Munich, Inter, or it'll
think
be
I can
what
live like
Barcelona
this
or
anymore.
Dortmund.
Owen, I'm serious. I will break up with you. Owen,
I always loved you.
Could you imagine if Arsenal had to play PSG and then Barcelona in the final? That'd be absolutely brutal. If they win it after that, then fair play. I haven't got that fixed update. I don't have any. I've tried looking for Windows updates and I don't have any, so I'm assuming I do have the latest.
You jumped? And I missed it?
I thought you drowned.
And you came to my rescue?
No. I came to make sure you drowned.
You think Villa will beat PSG? To be fair, Villa normally play quite well against Arsenal, don't they?
What?
They ruined their title.
I think you're gonna have to
Was it
follow me
last?
to see it.
It was last season, wasn't it, when Aston Villa beat Arsenal at home? Towards the end of the season, kind of ruined their title chances.
Owen, we have to go back.
We will. Once you see this.
Owen,
What are they gonna do? Kick out a bunch of displaced fireflies who have nowhere else to go?
So look at this water here.
maybe?
How good.
I
Now,
don't
because I
wanna
do have it
find
on
out.
Ultra Performance, you are seeing that sort of shimmering the water does it upscaling quite badly. So even with FSR 4, it does it quite badly, look. Isn't a 1970 XT struggling at 8K? It is, yeah. This is with Ultra Performance, so... Ultra Performance and low graphics, so everything's turned down. That's the only way we can really get any sort of playable situation. Native with everything fully maxed was about 7 FPS at its best, 7 or 8 FPS.
What is this place?
I don't know.
You gonna keep going?
Fuck yeah.
Still very impressed. Yeah, it's not too bad. The only issue is the lows are quite bad at doing it at 8K compared to 4K. Like 4K, there was no issue with lows at all. The lows were like very good. At 8K, it's very, very stuttery. Like look at my frame time here.
I saw this seal the other day. It was covered in spots.
They don't have spots. They're brown.
Those are sea lions.
No. No, you don't know.
I know what I saw with my eyes.
Almost seems like with movement, if you just stand still, look, as soon as you move, it has big spikes. What way do I have to go? (24H3) is in like it's not a automatic update. You have to actually get it.
Yep.
Just play it at 4K.
What is this
Um,
place?
Well, clearly
Or
this is some
I
sort
could
of
just play it at 8K.
but for fish.
Are you a rooster?
What? I'm a wolf. That's my wolf howl.
You're an idiot. You think this sailboat was part of the show?
No, it looks like somebody turned this into a makeshift dock or something.
Or I could up this to 16K. better? Is the 4090 better at what, 8K?
Bet a family
Yeah, the
picture.
4090 would be better, yeah.
Look at these
I mean, the
drawings.
4090 has the benefit of 24 gigs of VRAM as well, which would help a lot here.
I wonder what happened to him.
Maybe they joined the wolves.
Yeah, or got killed by scars.
Such an optimist.
Oh. Big star.
All right, enough of this boat. You want to go see the rest of the fish zoo?
You think there's more to see?
Of course. Let's go.
Settings. I'm at 8K, but I've got everything. I've got it set to. Did we go low or very low? I might even just switch it down to the absolute lowest. We're at low. Let's go very low. So I've got everything set to very low graphics wise, and then we've got ultra performance FSR. So we're rendering at around about 1440p, I think. Upscaling to 8K. Oh wow, that looks better on the frame time. Oh no, it's. Oh, my internet went. It's one of those days. I think it's one of those days. Internet keeps going out. PC crashed, internet goes out. What else? What else could happen? Stream buffered, yeah. The stream buffered just because my internet cut out. I'm on a different PC though. I'm not streaming off the same PC, so it's not the game affecting the stream. Is this native? No. Native was about 7 FPS. With the graphics fully maxed. We didn't even really get a chance to see the graphics all set to low at 8K just because I couldn't actually change the settings. I was getting like 2 FPS in the menu and it was impossible to actually change the settings. But it's realistically probably not going to help that much. Maybe you get 15 at best, maybe if you did 8K low. Then the life of a streamer. This isn't even my job. I work a full-time job. I have to deal with tech issues all day, and then I have to deal with tech issues doing this. I can't escape it. I can't escape tech issues. Oh wow, this looks even worse with the set to very low.
Think you can get through that?
Get me up there.
Yep.
That's why normally I sometimes get in a bad mood because gets to the end of the day and then the stream just doesn't work and I just feel so annoyed. Like, I've got to troubleshoot that, you know.
Pushed 185 pounds yesterday.
I'm out of
Yeah, right.
I'm out of juice by the end of the day.
So, we take a quick look around and then...
We head right back.
Uh-huh.
Except that this is nothing, and you're gonna beg me to stay.
Not happening.
Just wait.
Have the benchmark calculators at work. How much FPS am I getting on Windows?
Whoa. You don't see that every day.
Hey, look at this here. Graphics, even at very low in this game, I think look really good. I know we sort of said that yesterday. With this set to fully maxed is really nice, but they don't really look that bad. It still looks quite good.
It's a tank in the floor.
Can you imagine this place filled with people? Kids laughing, running around. Different world, right? I'm claiming this place.
Windows. I'll have to have a look. The weird thing is though, is I streamed the last couple of days and I didn't have a single issue. For some reason today I do.
You can visit.
Oh, you sure?
Not really, actually. See how nice you are to me first.
You're a dick.
Not a great start.
Don't I have to... I remember playing this. I had to, like, shoot some targets or something. At some point. I think it's the other woman, the pregnant woman.
I think it's the same family from the boat.
That'd be my guess, yeah.
Locked.
Updating the troubleshooting section. In what? In, like, Windows settings or whatever it is.
We have to come back here with the other.
Oh no. My actual gaming PC crashed now. No. No. I mean, to be fair, it was only a matter of time playing at 8K, wasn't it? It's like fully crashed. Or at least my PC's on, but the screen's gone. Give me a sec and I'll... I mean, to be honest, it was amazing. We played for an hour and that hadn't happened. The performance we were getting. Well, so we've hit the gaming PC's crashed, the stream PC's crashed. What else could crash? Maybe I'll crash. Impressive it lasted so long, to be fair, but I just got a black screen. I got a black screen with my PC still running. That's normally like a driver timeout, isn't it? You know what we could do, actually? Because I've got the virtual super resolution, I could actually, I think, drop it to just not quite 8K. Maybe we should try that out. I'm not sure what the... I'm not sure what resolution it'll be. Let me just have a look. Just bear me 2 seconds. I'll just reboot the game and everything. Yeah, let's see. If I leave it, I'll leave it on Windows at 8K, but in the game I should be able to actually just drop it to maybe like 6K or something, because that'll help us out surely. Sounds like a driver timer. Yeah, I normally do get the error message. You know when it says like an AMD driver's timed out or whatever? In the little red box. I normally do get that. Maybe if I waited long enough it would have given me that, but there was no point. It was obvious what had happened, wasn't it? That's what I was trying to tell you. I think it's the 8K. No, yeah, but it wouldn't be crashing my stream PC. Why would the 8K be crashing my stream PC? It's a completely different PC. I understand it would crash my gaming PC, but why would 8K on my gaming PC crash my stream PC? That doesn't make any sense. Because I've never experienced that, and I've played 8K loads. What audio? There we go. Like, if it was to crash anything, if the 8K was to crash anything, it'd crash like my capture card, if that's even possible. But my stream PC actually crashed, so I don't think that'll have anything to do with it. It's just my luck. That's all it is. If I come in here, we can actually drop it down here. Look. So I guess this is more like 6K, isn't it? Somewhat. Oh, the audio's out of sync. Give me a sec. it does this too when I get a driver timeout. It unsyncs everything. Do we maybe do 6K? How much do we think that might help? I mean, it's going to be better than 8, isn't it? Let's do it to let's switch it to that. So that's around about 6K, I think, isn't it? Somewhat. Oh no, has it broken my? Oh no. Let's you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna see if I can change that on Windows, because otherwise it makes the UI look crazy. Okay, I can change it to that. So it's a bit of a weird resolution, but 6528 by 3672. And if that's also still quite bad, we could drop to 5K. Let's try it like this, just because otherwise the UI scale, it looks weird and I can't see half the options. If I change it on the screen, it's around about 6, isn't it? 6K. We might even be able to switch the graphics up a little bit as well, and maybe hopefully get a little bit less stuttering. We'll see. Okay, there we go. So I'll leave everything. I'll leave everything to very low, but you can see I'm at 6528 by 3672. Let's see how it goes with that. DDU, yeah, I pretty much DDU the drivers like every day basically, because I changed GPUs pretty much every day for the past like week, so it's DD, like everything's fully wiped every time. Only time when I wouldn't is if I don't change GPUs, I wouldn't wipe unless there's a new driver. I'll wipe it and get the new driver. So let's see how it goes at 6K. I'm hoping it's gonna have to compile shaders. Can't see 8K. No, I mean you wouldn't realistically be able to see it anyway unless you had an 8K monitor as well. And obviously everything's heavily compressed. Okay, here we go. So graphics wise, still set to the same. Everything's set to very low. Ultra performance looks like my stuttering here. Fingers crossed it looks better, doesn't it?
It's a tank.
I think it's a VRAM thing, because look at my system RAM now, under 20.
Filled with people, kids
Still maxing out on VRAM, but
different world, right?
might even be able to switch the settings up a little bit. We try and I mean, this is already asking for it to break, isn't it? What do we do first? Let's go performance. And go medium. Okay. Really doesn't seem to like the menu. That gives me the craziest frame time when I'm in the menu.
I'm claiming this place. It's mine.
So this still looks okay. Still getting above 60. There is... I'm not sure you'll be able to see on the stream because it's really small, but there are just like the ever so minuscule spikes in the frame time, like really frequently. It might be really hard to see. But it's obviously way better than it was. It's probably going to be better to play and much better to watch. And that's fairly impressive, 6K. Could do 6K. We are still obviously at performance. Everything's set to medium. You could realistically, I think if you could probably set the graphics to high here and still be around about 60. Maybe check that in a little bit, see how it runs, see if this stuttering is definitely gone. This looks more like the 4K frame time to me.
I think it's the same family from the
Which
book.
was, we had no issues.
Yeah.
Which realistically, we are probably rendering it somewhat, probably between 1440p and 4K, I guess, from this res, because quality is probably like more like 4K. Maybe just under 1440p at performance.
We have to come back here with the others.
That's good, yeah. Get them to break the rules, too.
You don't think it's worth it?
I wonder if there's any
Let's see how much trouble we're in.
consideration on GPU drivers from like AMD or Nvidia that anyone's actually going to try and play it at 8K. Do you think there's any consideration of that, or do you think it's like just completely not
Owen, you were right.
even looked
Thanks
at?
for dragging me into this amazing place.
Oh, God.
I mean, they advertise some of the, 5090 and stuff. Is it advertised by Nvidia for 8K, or is it just... I mean, the fact it's got 32 gigs of VRAM, you'd have thought some people might try it at 8K. That's me. Maybe that's why Nvidia have never sent me anything for free, because they're tired of me trying stuff at 8K. Well, if you stop doing that, we'll send you something. Trying to remember what I do on this bit. Sorry, for some reason the chat was not on live. It was showing the top of the chats. Which model 9070 XT? I have a Gigabyte Gaming. Should be in the description. I'm trying to remember this bit. What's this here? I wasn't listening to what the guy said. Out the way. He's got to be up in that room, surely. It does look much better, doesn't it? And it's still fairly impressive being able to play at 6K. It's still obviously higher than what you would normally do. But yeah, again, like I say, this played pretty well at 4K.
This is
So
our boat, Captain.
5K and 6K, with obviously the use of FSR, you would expect them to it be able to be somewhat playable like that.
His kids ran off to join the Scars.
Jeez.
I think just 8K is a bit too much for it. Just,
On the bright
I think
side,
it's a VRAM thing. I think that's just too much.
What is wrong with you?
he's a
That pushes
skeleton.
it
He
like
doesn't
too
need
far
that.
the other way.
I just don't understand how anybody willingly joins the Scars.
6K doesn't look like it's actually using that
Because
much
they're
more
an
VRAM than
insane cult.
4K, really.
In the
It's at about
people would refer to the
13, 14 at 4K, and we're hitting just under 15, 14.7 here.
The stadium, okay?
And even RAM doesn't look like it's spilling, because we used quite a lot of RAM even at 4K, so I really think that's what was causing a lot of the issues, is the VRAM. Like what we saw at when we were at native, the VRAM wasn't even fully utilizing. Can we get... Where's he taking me now? I need to... Here we go.
Want to try those keys?
Oh, yeah. This one? Nope. How about... Got it.
Gandhi? Gandhi subscribing.
Damn. Painting this must have taken forever.
Thanks for subscribing. Needs more. Oh, yeah, no, it definitely needs more VRAM because when we tested this on the 5090, it was using about 25 gigs of VRAM at 8K. We've only got 16 here.
Don't tell me
So I
you
think
wanna
that
go
was
down
a
Come
big
on.
big problem.
there. Owen,
Last thing. I promise.
last thing.
Just, don't look down.
Just go.
You're good. Look at these. I'd love to meet these kids.
I mean,
How strong is the 4080
it's a
Super?
scar. Maybe
I'd say probably overall the 4080 Super's better in terms of like just FPS. I know there are some. I think there are some scenarios in which the 9070 XT can do sort of similar to a 4080. But as an obvious overall average, obviously the 4080 Super would be better. If just FPS you're referring to.
You see that? Told you they were spotted.
But these animals are trapped in here, right? In like an aquarium, but no one's feeding them. Whoa, what's happening? Was it playable at 8K? No. Not really. We could get it to 60 by dropping all of the settings and using ultra performance, but it was still stuttering like really badly.
It's this.
So it still wasn't
We're
particularly
disgusted
great.
by it. Come on, Ab.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Is the 9070 XT so powerful? Well, I've dropped it down to 6K now, so we're not at 8K anymore.
I know all the lights are dried up.
And we're also playing with medium graphics settings with it set to FSR performance.
Still
So
out there, you know?
even at 6K here, we've got fairly good FPS, but the graphics are still all turned down.
What can I do?
Let's go back. We can still make training.
Heyo.
Go ahead.
Keep it PG.
I'm gonna hang out with the seals for a little while.
It's going down in the aquarium. Is this even... It's not really an... Well, this bit's an aquarium, but
I'm sorry.
what do you call the bit we were back there with... Where it's like an open area and there's like a you know, killer whale in there. It's not an that's not an aquarium, is it? Where they're just like in a pool. Has that got a name for it? 'Cause it's not really closed off at that point anymore, is it?
What if Owen's somewhere else?
He's there.
You want to watch the benchmark and play, but don't want to get it spoiled.
Before someone
No, that's
says-
all right. Don't let it spoil the game if you've not played it and you plan on playing it.
No.
I'd much rather you
No,
play
no.
the game and it not be spoiled, because that's obviously a
I mean,
big part.
if he really killed Daniel.
Fuck Danny. I'm jealous Owen got to shoot.
Pretty good view,
before
isn't
I
it?
Whoa. Abby.
So that scene just there was going back again, wasn't it? Now we're back to where we were. Okay, it's starting a little bit again
I do
here.
appreciate you helping me sneak out like this.
Not as badly, but it
How
is
are you
doing
gonna
it a
take
bit.
away the highway?
Can't. Too many patrols. I get spotted for sure. I'll rough it. Aquarium's due west of here. Keep following the sun, right?
I'm coming with you.
I've done this before.
Not with this many
It is actually, I think it's something on my Windows because my
no best.
my Google Chrome just completely went again. Maybe it's YouTube, you know. My YouTube Studio just went again. What we got here? We got a PlayStation. Oh my god, we have. Oh my god, it's actually a PlayStation. How cool is that? What's that, PS3? Look at that. I'd be stealing that. I'd be taking that back with me.
Down this way.
Hey. Thanks.
For this?
Yeah, and other stuff, you know. You're a good friend.
Come on, Abs. You know I can't handle all this.
Sorry, give me a sec. My yeah, my YouTube Studio is just, I don't know what's going on. It's my favourite PlayStation game.